Okay, so welcome. So in this example, we have the probability of catching a virus has been statistically shown to be 1.2% when visiting a public place. So if 3 friends in separate parts of town go out grocery shopping, then what would be the probability that? So first, at least one person gets sick, B, at least 2 people get sick, and then C, all 3 people get sick. So what are the probabilities here? So this is interesting, so we can tackle this. We can actually do kind of a tree diagram for ourselves to try to see. And then I'm going to use actually complements to make our life a little bit easier in some of these cases. So let's visually see this problem. So what I have is, okay, so you can imagine, all right, so let's divide this up. All right, so if one person goes out, so they either get sick or they do not get sick, so not sick. Now, what's the probability of that? Well, this is 1.2%, and then this, I guess, is the complement, which is 1 minus, 1.2%. So that's going to be 98.8%. So that's starting. That's if it was only one person. Now, the second one, so we have 1, 2, and then 1, 2. So what are the... Well, here, so if the second person is, so they might get sick or they might not get sick. And then the same thing happens here. If the person doesn't get sick, the first one, the other one can get sick or not sick. And these also, so this is 1.2, and then this is 98.8%, 1.2, 98.8. And then finally, again, you would get this happening again. So all this would give us all the possibilities. So sick, not sick, sick, not sick. Sick, not sick, and then sick, and then not sick. So we have 3 possible, so this is, person 1, person 2, person 3, so then these are all the possibilities that we could run into. And then, of course, this is still the same. All right, so we have that. And then you have the same thing on all the other branches. So to answer these questions, so if you take a look at question number 1, it says at least one person gets sick. So notice, at least one person gets sick. That means it's either this or this, right, this, this. The only one, that it cannot be is that. So we either have to add up all of those probabilities, so from 1 all the way down there, to 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have to add all of those probabilities to get our answer, or we can just use complements, at least for the first one. So for part A, so we know that the summation always equals to 1. So the complement 1 minus, so I'm going to subtract this case. All right, so I'm going to subtract this particular case here, where nobody got sick, because if I subtract it from 1, then that's going to give me the result of this. So instead of adding all of them up, I'll just use the complement. So that particular branch, so this is just simply 0.988 and then times, so 0.988 times 0.988, and then so on. This is going to be cubed. All right, and then we can get our answer. So what will that be? So 1 minus, and I'm going to put 0.988, and this is cubed. And that's what this gives me. So let's round it now, because let's keep it as percent. So let's say it's around 3.6%, approximately. So this is 3.6% rounded. So that's the probability that you would have that at least one person gets sick with the virus. All right, so that's part A. And all I've done is I've just subtracted away, because all the other cases, somebody gets sick there. So now what about the rest? So for part B, so let me do part B here. So for part B, it says at least 2 people get sick with the virus. All right, let me clean this up here. So at least 2 people get sick with the virus. Okay, so at least 2 people. So this would count because that means all 3 people got sick. This would count because here 2 people got sick, so that's the branch there. So this one will count. This one will not count, okay, because there only 1 person out of the 3 got sick. Here, this one will count. This one will not count. This one will not count, and then this one will not count. So basically, it's one of those 4. So we have to know what those probabilities are, right? So here, okay, our probability is 0.012. This is cubed. All right, so that's just multiplying the branches there. Okay, this one right here, okay, so it's 0.012 times, so this is squared, 1, 2, okay, that's squared. So squared multiplied by 0.988. So that's our second one. Then our third one, so here it's going to be exactly the same. So here it's, you know, two of those get sick. So that's going to be the same. So the same, that's the symbol for the same. And then here it's also the same. All right. So there you have it. So our probability, okay, will be, so this is going to be 0.012 cubed, and this is, you know, the probability of all 3 people getting sick, so all 3 plus, and now this is the probability of 2 people getting sick. Okay, so 2 people getting sick, and that happens in 3 occasions, so it's going to be 3, okay, times, and this is 0.12 squared times 0.988. Okay, so that's what you have there. They're all, these guys are the same, just the order is different. And calculating that, okay, we're going to get exactly, okay, what we wanted. All right, so that means, okay, they were asking 2 people get sick with the virus, so at least 2 people. Notice it says at least 2 people. They didn't say 2 people got sick, because that would be different. We wouldn't be able to count this, which was 3 people. All right, so let's calculate it all in. 0.012, this is cubed, plus, I'm going to put 3 multiplied by 0.012, this one is squared, and multiplied by 0.988. Equals, now we can't forget, we have to take our answer, multiply it by 100 if we want it as a percent. So it's not a very big percentage, 0.0, let's round it off there. You can round to whatever it is that your profs asked you or your teachers asked you. All right, so that's that one. Now the last one that we have, so for part C, this one is all 3 get sick. Well, all 3 getting sick, there's only one of those. So what we will have there is 0.012, and this is going to be cubed. It's basically all of this. So what will that be equal to? So 0.012 cubed equals, I'm going to take that answer again, multiply it by 100 to change it to a percent. We're going to get a very tiny amount. Again, you can round it if you want to. And that is it. All right, thanks for watching. See you in a future video. Bye, everybody.